Capital letters. In the English language, there are some words that always need a capital letter. It's important that you learn these words in order to avoid grammatical mistakes in your writing. One important rule you must learn is that every sentence must start with a capital letter. Let's take a look at an example. The weather was terrible yesterday. It snowed so much, but I still went outside. In this example, the beginning of the sentence must have a capital letter. We also need a capital letter for the beginning of the second sentence. Finally, you must also capitalize I. This is because I must always have a capital letter, even if it is in the middle of a sentence. Remember that your capital letters need to be obvious and clear. They should be twice the size of a normal letter. There are some words that always start with a capital letter. Learn these so you never make any mistakes. People's names and titles. For example, Emma Watson is beautiful. Names of organizations. For example, the British Heart Foundation. Titles of books and plays. For example, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth. These are both examples of plays. Towns and names of places. For example, Manchester, Tower Bridge. Countries and nationalities. For example, I am Spanish, I come from Spain. Religions and names of gods. For example, in Islam, Muslims worship Allah. Names of days and months. For example, October, Monday, December. Public holidays and religious days. For example, Diwali, Easter, Christmas. As always, there are some words that can be quite tricky. This is because there are some nouns that are capitalized sometimes, but not at other times. Let's take a look at an example. I am going to lunch with my mum. In this example, mum does not need a capital letter as it is not being used to replace her name. I am going to lunch with mum. In this example, mum needs to be capitalized because it is being used to replace her name. Let's take a look at another example. Some queens have a lot of money. In this example, queen doesn't need a capital letter because it is talking about queens in general. The queen has a lot of money. In this example, queen does need a capital letter because it is talking about a particular queen. Let's take a look at one more example. My dad was angry last night. In this example, dad does not need to be capitalized because it is not being used to replace his name. Dad was angry last night. In this example, dad does need a capital letter because it is referring to his name as being dad.